Hi guys, Will here, and in today's video I'm going to share 8 trading success secrets with you that, well, from experience, the vast majority of active traders out there don't yet know. Each of these, and especially the last one, are critical. So please make sure that you stay right until the end so that you don't miss even one of them. And just very quickly, before we dive in today, if you are still struggling with your trading or you'd like to know more about how mechanical edges are traded, I've put together a free video course that will map out and explain everything for you in detail, along with walking you through how mechanical rules actually work. If you'd like to watch that after this video, I'll pop a link to that in the description and you can click through and watch that straight away. Hi guys, Will here for WB Trading and welcome back. If you are new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and tap the bell icon so that you don't miss any of the free content that we share with the trading community here on YouTube. Anyway, let's get straight into today's video. Now, as traders, we should begin our journey by asking ourselves one important question. Why do we want to be successful in trading in the first place? Most of the time, many traders struggle to actually elaborate on this point, truly understanding why they actually want to be a successful trader. The real reason, that is. For me personally, the answer is freedom. Time freedom, financial freedom, and the peace of mind that comes with freedom as a whole. But what is freedom really? And why is it important? Well, freedom, in my opinion, is being able to do anything, anytime, without the constraints of time, financial resources, and so on. In fact, for those who know me personally, you'll know I spend half of the year in Dubai and half of the year in England. And I'm actually here in Dubai at the moment as I make this video. And without freedom, without location freedom, specifically in this case, there's just no way I'd be able to do this. If I was tied to a desk, tied to a job, tied to an income, decided on by somebody else, effectively, you could call it modern day slavery, couldn't you? In a way, even in well-paid jobs, you're still in many cases wearing chains and someone else is holding the key, aren't they? And coming back to freedom and what it is though, it's the ability to work anywhere, anytime, almost like a global businessman, isn't it? And again, do things like live anywhere in the world. And being a trader allows us to achieve that kind of life. And that should be a huge source of motivation, a huge driving factor for struggling traders to try their best as traders. And here in today's video, we'll share some tips for successful trading to help you to get there. And before we dive in, I'd just like to say a big thank you to our incredible team member, Asri, for putting the idea for this video together for us to help you all out. Right, let's dive in with tip number 1. Always have a trading plan. The great thing about how we trade here at WB Trading, that being using mechanical rules, is that we always have a clear set of rules, a clear proven process in place that literally tells us exactly when, where, and how to trade. And this in itself is a trading plan. Now, Investopedia define a trading plan as a written set of rules that specify a trader's entry, exit, and money management for every single trade taken. This is what sets struggling traders and professional traders apart. And here at WB Trading, we not only provide this, providing a clear trading plan, but we also provide back and forward test data to not only provide further reassurance for our clients, but black and white statistical proof that our strategies work. So setting us apart from, well, most, if not all, other trading educators out there. And for our clients, all that's actually left to do is to stick to the plan and just follow the rules. Remember, taking trades outside the trading plan, even if they turn out to be winners, is considered unprofessional. Again, it's critical to follow your trading plan religiously, and from there, the results always come over the long term. Next, treat trading like a business. So last week, we received an email from someone who got in touch to let us know that he's aiming to make a consistent, guaranteed weekly income via trading. And unfortunately this, just like any investment, isn't how trading or investing works. If only we could literally guarantee money every single week, every single month. But I completely understand this person's perspective because he's approaching trading from a job mentality, from a really a ball and chain perspective, where you sell your time to a company, to a boss, to a job, in return for a low but guaranteed wage. See, that's what holds many people back, that guarantee of income, however low it is. In trading, however, whilst we aren't guaranteed any money in the short term, with an edge, we always make money over the long term. But coming back to the person who got in touch, we actually helped him understand that what we've just talked about here, and it made all the difference for him, which was great. And coming back to a point here, to be successful in trading, you must approach trading as a long-term business venture, not as a hobby, not as a ball and chain style job or anything similar to that. If trading is approached as a hobby, there's likely to be no commitment to learning. Whereas if trading is approached, again, as a ball and chain job, it can be really frustrating when going through a drawdown, as there is, again, no regular guaranteed paycheck here. It's only with Edge, over the long term, that we prosper. And if you can just commit to that and change your mindset, you will make a lot of money as a trader, and with ease too, as you actually settle into that mindset. Number 3, be savvy in using technology. Now, as I'm sure that you're all aware, trading is a very competitive business. And in the last video that we shared, we actually spoke about how novice traders will almost certainly lose money to more experienced traders. And that's due to a lack of knowledge, and hence the reason that we encourage you to invest in proper education. That's what sets the losers apart from the winners. In fact, we've just actually had an email from a client recently, Mark Koplow, who we interviewed for the channel a few weeks ago, and you can see for yourself here in his feedback. He says, what I can take away from working with WB Trading is that it is essential to have training and mentoring. It's an investment in yourself, and more importantly, it will save you a considerable amount in unnecessary future losses. That says it all, doesn't it? If Mark had gone it alone, he would have risked just being another statistic, just being another trader who falls into that 85% of traders who only ever lose their hard-earned money. But he decided to invest in himself. He joined our 6-month Profitability Accelerator program, and he's now in that top 15% of profitable traders. And he got there in literally 6 months flat. Unlike many traders who take years, if not decades, to achieve profitability. And back to our current point though, the savvy use of technology. One suggestion we wanted to make was in fully learning to use your current trading platform's website inside out, so that you're able to calculate things like a risk-reward ratio correctly, and also ensure that you're always in high probability trades as per your strategy. Another thing we always take for granted on top of that point is actually our internet connection. Having a reliable internet connection, it can be crucial, because as traders, we are constantly at the mercy of prices, aren't we, that can change in the blink of an eye, especially during highly volatile periods when opportunities are in abundance. And if your internet connection suddenly drops, well, you're going to be left on the back foot. Next, preserve your trading capital. Your trading account will only survive your first deposit of funds that you place in there if you have watertight risk management. It's critical that you understand how much money you're putting at risk per trade, and that you stick to this. We strongly suggest roughly 1% depending on your account size. And from there, with that skill and with a strategy that provides edge, you'll be able to grow that deposit safely and slowly, never blowing an account. Protecting capital entails not taking unnecessary risks and following, again, a strict roughly 1% risk per trade rule for every trade. Now, we're lucky as mechanical traders because emotion and judgment are removed from our trading decisions. We have a clear trading plan, we have clear trading rules in place, and we only execute on a trade if all of the rules are met. If not, we stay out and we do not ever take unnecessary risks or random, unplanned trades, because we all know what happens to people who gamble and punt, don't we? In the long term, they lose every penny. Next, become a student of the markets. A trader should always be learning every day, progressing every day, advancing every day. Traders need to remain focused on improving themselves every day. Improvements can be made with trade execution, trading psychology, tracking performance, for which we actually provide the tools to our clients, and of course, trade management too. It's okay to make mistakes though. As traders, we learn the most from our mistakes, don't we? But learning should be a lifelong process, whether it's online courses, coaching, mentoring, reading books, watching YouTube content, learning and education should never stop. Next, only risk what you can afford to lose. Trading is undoubtedly, it's a high pressure task, isn't it, in many cases, but thankfully mechanical rules help us to bring this and our emotions under control. One way though to reduce trading pressure is to make sure that all of the money in your trading account is truly expendable and you can afford to lose it if necessary. If not, then it's advisable for traders to keep saving and in the meantime just paper trade to gain market experience while still accumulating funds. And the reason that mentally parting with the money in your account is so important is because if you're hanging on to that money and you absolutely need it, every time you take a trade, whether you have Hedge or not, you're going to be scared. There's going to be pressure there. And that can bring so much emotional baggage, so much worry, so much doubt, that in itself, that huge mental pressure weighing on you can, in fact, actually affect your decision making, the trades that you're taking, and so on and so forth. Money in a trading account should not be allocated for, let's say, the kids' college fees or paying the mortgage, for example. And you must trade, again, only with money that you can afford to lose, even if it is just a small amount. There's no shame in trading small. And the thing is, if you're trading with money, again, that you absolutely cannot lose, that pressure on your shoulders, it will just be too huge and you just won't be able to truly focus, truly trade well, and stay in the game long term. Next, always use a stop loss. Now, a stop loss locks in a predetermined amount of risk that a trader is willing to accept and lose if necessary within one single trade. A stop loss can contain a dollar amount or a percentage, but either way, it limits a trader's exposure during any one single trade. Using a stop loss can take some of the stress out of trading because from the outset, we know that we'll only lose X amount on any given trade. Not having a stop loss, however, is bad practice, even if it leads to a winning trade. Exiting with a stop loss and therefore having a losing trade, it is still good trading if it falls within the trading plan's rules. If you followed your rules, you're trading professionally and with edge. You will come out ahead long term as long as you have an edge over the market, of course. The ideal scenario is to exit all trades with a profit, but that's just not realistic. Using a protective stop loss helps to ensure that losses and risk are limited and contained. And it can also help with a good night's sleep too. And finally, and all importantly, know when to stop trading. Now, there will always be days when we're down, let's say 2R or 3R or more. When this happens, it's best that we just stop, take a break, and just pause. Spend time with the family, head out to the gym for some you time, and use the opportunity to just recharge and relax. Days like these are inevitable, and the way that we respond to it can either make or break our trading career. You must stay focused on the bigger picture when trading. A losing trade should never surprise us. That is part of trading, and equally a winning trade is just one step along the path to a profitable trading business. It's the cumulative profits that make a difference. Once the trader accepts wins and losses are part of the business, emotions will have less of an effect on trading performance. And that's not to say that we can't be excited about a particularly fruitful trade. And even today, when I bank a big win, I still get that feeling that comes with building a trading account up and up. But we must keep in mind that a losing trade, they're never far off, are they? Again, it's part of the process. But as long as we trade with edge, only ever losing small, but winning big long term, we always come out ahead of the market. Again, setting realistic goals and expectations is an essential part of maintaining perspective. Your business should earn a reasonable return in a reasonable amount of time, yes, but if you're expecting to consistently make money just every single day, every single week, as we all know, that is not the case. And if you're expecting to be a multimillionaire by the end of next month, next quarter, you're setting yourself up for failure. Whilst mechanical rules make trading a hell of a lot easier, trading, it does require discipline and patience in actually following the rules and letting your edge play out. And by combining everything that we've just talked about here, you will undoubtedly succeed as a trader. Anyway, I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time.